Do you want to start the gym, but you do not know where to start? There's too many machines, there's too many things to do, and you are lost. You do some random exercises and call it a day, and you have like no guidance. Well, I'm here to present to you one of my favourite splits that I've done in the recent times. It's quite beginner friendly, as I've done like a lot of these exercises when I started going to the gym myself. A lot of them are quite science based, well, some of them are quite science based, but in general they are really good, and I do recommend them because I got decent results with these exercises and splits. So it's going to be a 5-day split where it's going to consist of a push, a pull, legs, push, pull. So for Monday, you're going to have a push day. That's you're starting off the week with a little bit of chest, tricep and shoulders. So Monday push consists of 3 chest, 2 tricep and 2 shoulders. So for your free chest, you're going to have Smith incline bench. You're going to have chest flies from pec deck, and you're going to have seated chest press. So you've got 2 upper chest movements and 1 flatter one. I think it's flat or like a midsection, I don't know. However, it's more focused on bodybuilding more than strength, apart from that Smith incline bench, which is going to be your only compound. For your tricep, for your 2 tricep, you're going to have an overhead tricep push with a singular tricep push down. Both really 2 good exercises. It might be overloading the tricep a little bit because I think both exercises hit all 3 heads, if done correctly. But these are 2 really good exercises which I personally use. Maybe not on the same day, but I used to, but yeah, they're really good, and I do recommend you actually put them in your split. And for your 2 shoulders, you're going to have seated dumbbell lateral raises and dumbbell shoulder press. Great 2 movements. I started off with seated dumbbell lateral raises in the gym. They felt phenomenal, they are phenomenal. And dumbbell shoulder press, great movement for your stability, and I do generally recommend it as a general like exercise to actually have in your split. So that's going to be Monday, your push. You can organize those exercises in whichever one you want. Don't do chest, tricep, shoulder, shoulder. Don't do that. Do like a chest, tricep, shoulder, chest, tricep, shoulder, chest, or something like that. Organize it what you want, with however you want, but I do recommend starting off with the biggest muscle, which is the chest. So that, take it as you want it. So now we got Tuesday. Tuesday is a pull session, which is going to be more upper back focused. So the 2 pull days are going to be split in 2 segments: an upper back and a lateral focus, like your lats. But with each session there will be at least like 1 movement of the opposite thing to train them, at least when you're training them. So for your pull day, you're going to have 3 back, 2 bicep and 1 rear delt. So your 3 back, bent over rows, pull-ups and seated rows. Pull-ups are amazing. I love pull-ups. I integrated them into my training regime a couple months ago. They were phenomenal, and they actually exploded my back so well. They actually works wonders on my back. I'm going to throw a couple pictures here because I'm shameless. They are amazing. Bent over rows, bog standard. They hit the upper back really well, and I prefer them over pull downs. And seated row, another really good exercise. I do prefer them over pull downs as well. They hit the upper back really well. You can even do lats with them if you change the grip, but they are a really good exercise, and those 3 exercises will do wonders for you at the gym. For your 2 biceps, we're going to do Bayesian curls and machine preacher hammer curls. Absolute amazing, but 2 really good exercises. They are phenomenal. The stretch you get them on them, the amount of weight you can put on. The Bayesian curls you can put not that much. Well, depends where you really are at, because it's on a cable, and everyone knows who goes to the gym, cable is absolutely ridiculous when it comes to weight. But the machine preach curl was taught by one of my friends, and ever since I kept doing them because they feel amazing and they give really good results, and the pump you get after them is absolutely insane. So please try it out for yourself if you haven't. It's amazing. And then one rear delt, which is going to be rear delt cable flies. You can either do them single-handed, or you can either do them on both, but if you have a busy gym, then you'll just have to settle with like a singular arm, which is fine as well. It does the job, but I prefer using both cables. That's just my general preference. They're really good. I didn't really do many other exercises for rear delts apart from on the pec deck, but I realised that I wasn't getting the results I wanted, and I switched to rear delt cable flies, and I've been seeing a little bit more results. Obviously rear delts are quite a hard muscle strain, but I do really enjoy like the general exercise because it gives me more results, and I've gained more experience, gained more progress from it. Moving on to Wednesday, we're going to have 2 quads, 1 hamstring, 1 abductor, and 1 calf. So for your 2 quads, hack squat and leg extension. Hack squat is an A tier like squat you can have. It's really good. There's better variants, but hack squat is really good, and honestly, it's your better. Well, the general squat, like the normal squat, barbell squat, is your bread and butter, but this is just like better. It's better. Like you can get a really nice stretch. You can put on quite a bit of weight if you want to. It feels like hell, but the results you get from it, absolutely insane. Like, it's quite good. And then leg extensions, yet again, leg bread and butter. You can't go wrong with a leg extension. Although, if you do start making more progress on it, I don't know if it's better to do one-legged or one-legged extension or both leg. I do both, but I might start doing one to see if I get more progress. One hamstring is going to be your seated leg curl, probably one of the best hamstring exercises you can get, unless I'm mistaken and there's better ones. Obviously there's like RDLs and stuff, but if you're starting out, hamstring seated leg curls, you can't go wrong with that. Abductor, you should do leg abductions. They're quite good, and generally they do quite a lot. I mean, people do skip that, but I do recommend doing it. And then for calves, you should do calf raises. You shouldn't skip calves. Calves are quite an important muscle. I mean, I'm guilty of skipping it, but don't do what I do. Right, so that's 3 days already done. So on Thursday, you're going to have a rest day. Now, we move on to Friday, which is push again. I've switched out a couple exercises. So instead of Smith on chest, you're going to be doing dumbbell chest press. Good movement for stability. I do recommend that. It is quite a lot of fun, and I feel like it does progress you quite a lot. And then you got your chest flies and seated chest press. For tricep, we are replacing the singular tricep pushdown with a tricep dip. We're going to add a compound in there. Great you should do dips. It's great. I do enjoy dips. Build your strength, and if you do want to bench in the future, it does significantly help it. And then obviously we could be keeping in the overhead tricep like push. And then for shoulder, we're going to switch out the dumbbell lateral raises for cable lateral raises. These are the big daddy of lateral raises. They are hard and they do make a lot of progress. You should try it with like a cuff. If not, try it with like the heel ones. They're quite good, but they are great to do. And then yeah, that is Friday done. And then for Saturday, you're going to do a pull, which is going to be lat focused this time. So 3 back, 2 bicep, 1 rear delt. So we're going to start off with pull-ups, then you're going to go to seated row for that upper back, and then you're going to do a lat pullover. Great back finisher. It is fantastic. You get a nice pump. I don't know how good it is in terms of like building muscle, but I did see some progress from it myself, so I do recommend it. Obviously the pull-ups as well, but 2 biceps, we're going to switch out the Bayesian curls with the seated incline curls. Another great bicep movement. You get a nice deep stretch, and then it generally feels like a good exercise to do. And then we're going to keep the machine preacher hammer curls because they are amazing. And then we're keeping the rear delt the same with the cable fly rear delts. And then Sunday, obviously rest. Make sure you go to church on that day. So that is a 5-day program which you can do. Obviously you can do extras like abs, and then you can do cardio, which I do recommend if you're like trying to take it seriously, if you're going to try and cut down. Make sure you're eating enough protein. You can actually check how much protein you should be eating. I think it's like 0.8 per pound of body weight, which you can check. And yeah, just if you want to use this, I do recommend it. I think I've used this exact same one at one point. It was fun, it's good, and it's just, yeah, you should just try it. Honestly, no reason why. Like, if you're new to the gym, or if you're like going to the gym and you're looking for a new split because your one isn't feeling as great, try this one. I'll link, I'll put everything in the description, say like every movement so you can track it. You can track it on the Heavy app. I'm not sponsored, no shot. I have like 2 subscribers, but it's a good way to track your workouts. And yeah, thank you for watching. And yeah, go hit the gym. Remember, small steps, big growth. Peace.